Hey everybody, I'm here with Melissa Bell. How's your day going, Melissa?
Yeah, it's been pretty good. It's 8:30 here. The day is done. It was hot. I've got some wine on the go since it's Friday night, so cheers.
Nice, nice. Cheers. I'm still on the coffee, but
Fair enough. It is only 3:30 there.
yeah, yeah. For anybody tuning, do you wanna tell everybody where you are for any of our Canadian viewers?
Yeah, okay. Well, so I'm here in West Sussex in England. I'm from Toronto, well, Burlington to be specific, and I've been living in England since the beginning of 2016. And so, yeah, I'm here sitting on my floor because I was gonna do it up in my little studio, but our Wi-Fi is problematic. So I'm here plugged into the router and fingers crossed, hope for the best. I'm just every time I do a live stream, I'm in like a different spot. So
Nice. So people get a little like tour of your home if they come to all the different live streams, right?
essentially, yes.
Nice. Yeah, and you're gonna play us a couple songs today.
Yeah.
What kind of stuff are you gonna be playing for us?
So I'm going to play you my new single, "Can't Go Home," which is actually about almost a month old now, which is crazy. But I'm also going to play a couple of songs that. So I did a live stream on Monday, and I had a couple requests that I didn't get around to doing. So I'm going to do a couple of my songs that were requested then,
Nice.
and I think I'm going to do a cover that I just learned today. So
Oh, awesome,
why not?
awesome.
Why
I'm
not?
stoked to hear that one. Yeah, right on. And for anybody tuning in, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube right now, if you send in any questions or comments, they're all going to come into this program, and we'll get them over to Melissa. So please ask away if you do have any. Do you
Cool.
you want to get us kicked off with a couple songs here?
Yeah. Can you hear the guitar? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sounded good.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll start off with "Can't Go Home." Doing 60 down the highway, 7 p.m. on Sunday, I don't mind. I got nowhere to be, staring at the taillights, shining in the twilight. The radio is all I'm gonna need, 'cause I can't go home, can't look back. How many miles will it take to make peace with the past? No, I can't go home, can't look back. Until I can't forgive you, I'd rather just forget. If I keep on driving, one day I'll hit the coastline and stow away, sail across the sea, reach the southern hemisphere. Hope that things will be more clear, that I'm always catching up with me. 'Cause I can't go home, can't look back. How many miles will it take to make peace with the past? No, I can't go home, can't look back. Until I can't forgive you, I'd rather just forget. Maybe I'll spend some time alone. Maybe I'll surround myself with people I don't know. Maybe I'll turn myself in, admit that I've been running from my family and my friends, trying so hard to start again. But I can't go home, can't look back. As much as I like to fall asleep in my own bed, no, I can't go home, and I can't look back. Until I can't forgive you, I'd rather just forget. No, I can't. can't go home, can't look back until I can't forgive you. I'd rather just forget. Oh, awesome. We have someone joining in from Italy. Hello, Christina. That's really cool. Oh, I see David commenting from my Facebook page. Thank you so much, David. It's so sweet. So yeah, that's my newest single. That came out at the end of May, and it's called "Can't Go Home." So you can find that anywhere online on Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Deezer, Google Play, whatever you like. It's on YouTube, so please go check it out. Yeah, give it a download or a stream if you like it. Maybe add it to your playlist. That would be awesome. So
Sorry, I'm going to jump in before you get to the next one there, because
That's
I
cool.
know I was reading about kind of the meaning behind that song. A couple quotes from you, and do you want to kind of run over that, because it's a really beautiful and meaningful song. Can you kind of talk about what your thought process was behind writing it and how it kind of came together?
Yeah, so it's actually a really old song that I wrote in 2013. So yeah, like 7 years ago. And basically, I loved it at the time when I wrote it, and then I just forgot about it. I didn't make a demo, I didn't make a work tape. I had the lyrics written down. So that was good. So I guess it must have been Christmas time last year. I was back. So I wrote the song when I was living at my mom's in Burlington, and I was back there for Christmas and going through like old notebooks in my closet there, in my old room, and found a bunch of lyrics, including this song. And it just it just jogged my memory right away. Like pretty much the whole thing came back, and I was like, I love this song. I think I still want to sing it 7 years later.
That's a sign of a good song.
Yeah, I guess so. And so it did change a bit. Like I tweaked a few lyrics. As far as the production, it took like a total turn. I wrote it on the piano. It was like a ballad at first, but then we turned it into this kind of like upbeat, driving, like folk pop, kind of like, I think it's a banger. I think it's a bit of a banger. It's, it gets you going.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's really personal song. It's about fantasizing about running away and escaping all your problems and just leaving them behind you, like in the rearview mirror, which we all know doesn't really work because, like I guess I say in the song, I'm always catching up with me. So yeah, I wrote it a few years after my parents had split up, and I just was still had a bunch of, I guess, emotions that I hadn't let come to the surface or hadn't been dealing with. And so this song was like a bit of my therapy, a bit of me getting it out and like getting closer to dealing with them. So yeah, that's a good thing about songwriting, is stuff that you can't really say out loud. At least sometimes you can put it in a song and still at least get it out of your body in one way or another.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely. That's a very healing process for a lot of people. It helps a lot of artists kind of deal with, once you get those emotions out there and into the world, they're a lot easier to kind of tackle and deal with, because you kind of have to accept that they're there, before giving it to the rest of the world. You have to accept within you that these are, things going on, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes it's, it's bad when it's like too hard to even write about. But sometimes it takes that time, and I think maybe that's one of the reasons it took me so long to actually release this song and go back to it, because it was just so like raw at the time. So but yeah, now it's in the world.
Nice. Well, I've got some more questions about some personal songs, songwriting, that kind of stuff, but you want to play us another one first?
Sure, I'll play another one. Yep.
Nice.
Cool. So this one was requested by John the other night, and I didn't get around to playing it, so I said I owe you The Ocean, my next live stream. So this is another old tune. This goes out to John. I wanna turn this plane around and fly it straight back to the ground I last stepped foot on. All the miles passing by, but I'm traveling in the wrong direction. I'm landing in a place that I call home. But if home is where the heart is, then I left my heart at home when I left you. Oh, I'd swim across the ocean, I'd cross the ocean, if it would bring me back to you. So I'll go through the motions until the day comes when the ocean is no longer between me and you. Is no longer between me and you. I'll miss you in the morning, and I'll miss you, baby, in the afternoon. The tears come with a warning, and the nights are getting harder just to make it through. But I'll be coming back for you someday. I'll give you all my heart. You can carry me away wherever you choose. Oh, I'd swim across the ocean, I'd cross the ocean, if it would bring me back to you. So I'll go through the motions until the day comes when the ocean is no longer between me and you. Is no longer between me and you. I wanna see your face and more than memories and in the pictures on my wall. I wanna leave this town behind, and if they ask, say they can find me where you are. I'd swim across the ocean, I'd cross the ocean, if it would bring me back to you. So I'll go through the motions until the day comes when the ocean is no longer between me and you. Is no longer between me and you. Is no longer between me and you.
That's fantastic.
Thank you so much. I'm just looking at some of the comments on my page here. Hello, everybody. Oh, thanks so much. Thank you so much for joining.
Nice. Yeah. I suppose I don't see the watch party ones coming from your thing to get in here, but if anybody says anything you want to bring up in here, feel free.
Absolutely. Cool. Yeah.
Cool. And yeah, if anybody watching from Dropout stream as well, if you got any questions, please throw them in there. Yeah, other than that, you just got to listen to my questions, and we'll see where those go. But you write some amazing songs, you know, not just for yourself, but for a lot of other artists. You're working on something in the near future about songs that are too personal to pitch to other artists.
You did read
where a little bit. Where is that line for you? How do you decide which song is going to go to you and which song is gonna? You just did, like you did one with Avril Lavigne recently. How do you decide what stays and what goes to other artists?
So I guess because after I had this co-write with Avril Lavigne, and she released a song that I co-wrote. It's unreal. So that was the first time that I really considered writing for other projects. And so at first, there's just like everything I wrote was like, oh, this will be for Katy Perry, this this will be for Taylor,
Right.
like just big dreaming real big, which you've got to do.
Yeah.
But it's even with having like one like quite successful song, it's not easy all of a sudden, which I learned. But when it comes to deciding, I think if it came down to it and there was a song that I was like, no, I'm gonna sing this, but then a huge artist came along and was like, nah, I'll take it, I'd probably just be like, okay, but like, can I cover it later?
Yeah.
But when I write something these days, because I feel like now I have a better sense of myself as an artist than I ever have before. I think it's something that I've struggled with over the years of what's my sound, what's my style, who am I? And I change it all the time because I love so many different kinds of music. And I don't like to have to do just one. But also, I know that for a long time I was just really too influenced by what other people were saying I should sound like. So now I feel like I have that sense of self more. And so when I write something, I guess if it's super personal, if it's super like autobiographical, like my song In the Light that was off my last EP, it was about when I met the love of my life. And he's the reason I moved to England, long story short. That song, like
Well, there
that
goes
had to
that question.
right, sorry. We can expand, it's okay. But that song, that's got to be for me. I'd say I try not to be too precious about the songs though when it comes to wanting to make a career as a songwriter, because you have to be open. But when I write, generally now the stuff that I've been releasing is stuff that I've written on my own as opposed to co-writes as well, and I love co-writing. It's I probably prefer it to writing on my own. But now when I write something by myself, it usually tends to be a bit more personal, like a bit more for me. So sometimes that's how I know. But it's never
Cool.
like totally clear.
Fair. Yeah, that's probably a hard line to draw.
Hmm.
And with the Avril Lavigne song, how did that end up? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, I was like in the right place at the right time.
Well,
Yeah.
it takes sometimes.
That's it.
And
Yeah.
being prepared when you're in that right time, in that right place.
Yeah, absolutely. So like I'm so grateful to have been a part of that project, because that really, it's helped me get my foot in the door, and also given me
Nice.
just like confidence that I deserve to be in the writing rooms. So it's been that's been a huge thing for me.
That's incredible. Yeah, and I'm sure just having that confidence too has changed a little bit of all of your songwriting.
I'd say so. Yeah. I think because I did a bunch of writing in LA a few years ago, and I think that's kind of where I learned how to like write pop music, and I love pop music. I've done a whole EP that's like basically pop. Now this last song, Can't Go Home, was on the country chart, so like I said, I'm a bit all over the place, but no matter what I write, like the pop sensibilities make their way into it. It's like the Beatles, even if they were doing one of their more, well, maybe they're not, they're really psychedelic songs, but like throughout the different genres that they explored, they always had like this great pop sensibility where the song would stick in your head. um it doesn't have to be pop music, but I think that experience has been so valuable. Getting better at writing.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and you were just talking about being over in the UK now, but you're from Toronto originally. It was when we were doing sound check yesterday. I heard some sheep in the background. How different is it being over there as opposed to living back in Toronto?
Yeah, well, my actual life since I moved has been very different, because I used to live in a condo in downtown Toronto, and now I live in like the countryside. I've basically lived in a rural area since I've lived in England, so that is obviously just, it's a whole different ball game, and obviously I kind of had to start again. I had to reestablish myself, kind of make, well, obviously like make new friends, navigate a new music scene. But in a way, at the time when I moved, I was really ready for it. I was kind of like itching to reinvent myself in some way. Like I felt like I wasn't going anywhere. at the time, and so to be kind of a new face in a different scene was really good, and so that also gave me a bit more impetus to go again, like to go harder. So yeah, it's a really interesting thing, kind of starting starting a new life or starting a different life. I still have my life in Toronto, but it's strange because
Yeah.
even that song, The Ocean, I wrote that years ago, but that may as well have written it yesterday because my fiance is English. His family's here now. Of course, we have friends here now, or I have friends here now. And so no matter where I am, someone I care about is always going to be on the other side of the ocean.
Nice. Yeah, that's definitely true. Awesome. Cool. Well, yeah, you want to jump in a couple more songs?
Yeah, sure. Let's see what
Nice.
everybody's saying over here. Hello,
Yeah, maybe
April.
get some
Oh,
requests.
hi, Tim. Oh, thanks so much. Yay, thanks for tuning in, guys. Okay, I'm going to do something off that poppier EP I was talking about, In the Light. Sing along at home if you know it. This is called Dirty Word. Everybody knows that you got a reputation. You're the kind of guy every girl would like to get a chance at saving. You got the tattoo too cool to look down to an eye. But I think my little white dress is making your situation hard. You say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good. Say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it wouldn't hurt for you to be my bad boy turn good, to be my bad boy turn good. You say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good. You say that you're not looking for somebody to settle down with. We can take it slow, baby, but I know you've already started falling. Oh, and I got a sweet girl next door thing down to an eye. But I'm gonna show you the side of me that comes out in the dark. You say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good. Say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it wouldn't hurt for you to be my bad boy turn good, to be my bad boy turn good. You say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good. Just keep your eyes on me. Let's see where it's going. Just keep your eyes on me. Keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. You say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good. Say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it wouldn't hurt for you to be my bad boy turn good, to be my bad boy turn good. You say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good. Say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good. Say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it wouldn't hurt. No, bad boy turn good, to be my bad boy turn good. You say love like it's a dirty word, like it's a dirty word, but it sounds so good.
Nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know if I should just keep going. Ah.
Oh, yeah. You play us another one if you're good.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Is the sound okay? I see someone says it doesn't quite sound the same. Oh. Maybe that's because they said we are singing doesn't quite sound the same though.
Okay.
Maybe that there's. Okay. Maybe I get it.
I was gonna say it sounded beautiful on my end, but
Okay.
yeah, if there are any sound issues, please do let us know.
Yes, for sure. I feel like the first 5 minutes of my first live stream was just like, "Am I on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?" And everyone's just like, "Yes, yes, we can hear you." Hi, Chris. Oh, yay! Thanks so much for watching. Okay, cool. Sure, I'll do another. So I did this one the other night, but my friend Natalie requested it, which I just really appreciate you guys tuning in time after time and listening to my songs and requesting my songs. It really means so much. And I think this is Natalie's favorite song of mine. Natalie is a yoga teacher, and we met at a yoga studio back in Burlington, and I used to play in the yoga classes, the hot yoga classes. I think my first one I ever did was on like New Year's Day. Oh, and I was I was young enough to not realize like that I probably wouldn't be so okay sitting in a hot room with a hangover for an hour playing songs. Now I know. But I did it more times than that, and it was really fun. It's really a really cool experience to play along with people practicing. And this song, which turns out to be quite appropriate for doing yoga, is called Don't Forget to Breathe. Feels like I'm getting old way too fast. Outside, looking in, missing moments that I can't get back. My legs are walking, I hear myself talking, but somehow I'm not really there. Sometimes I realize I forgot to breathe. If you find you're feeling half alive, well, don't forget to breathe. Maybe I'll take all my things and give them away. Find me a place in the country and take it day by day. It's like watching movies with me on the big screen, separate from the life I'm supposedly living. Sometimes I realize I forgot to breathe. If you find you're feeling half alive, well, don't forget to breathe. Before my hair turns gray, I need to know what we've been driving ourselves crazy for. Sometimes I realize I forgot to breathe. If you find you're feeling half alive, don't forget to breathe. Oh, sometimes I realize I forgot to breathe. If you find your feeling half alive with. Don't forget to breathe.
Beautiful. Nice. That's
Thank you.
yeah, no, it's as you're saying before, it's so nice when people when people request your own songs. Um yeah,
That's the
yeah.
dream. That's all I want, just like in front of tens of thousands of people.
Yeah, and it's and it's all those people that are doing those things now that let artists get to do that in front of 10,000 people. So that's
Totally.
yeah, very very much appreciated to everybody who's watching these shows and comes back to them, and yeah, supporting artists like Melissa. You guys are what makes this all work, especially during these crazy times.
Yeah, absolutely. These have been like really fulfilling for me, just to feel that connection still to people, just even through their comments. And yeah, just to have them come back and watch me play mostly the same songs over and over. So that's why I thought I'd throw in maybe a different kind of cover tonight. But it's a good segue actually into the importance of fans supporting independent and upcoming artists, is the situation going on with independent venues in the UK and Canada, who are like really struggling to basically be able to reopen their doors once things go back to normal. So here in the UK, pubs can open and like venues can open as of July 4th, but live music isn't allowed. So basically that means that they're not eligible, the venues aren't eligible for assistance from the government, but they don't really have a way to get people in their doors. So basically the government needs to do something to help independent venues in Canada and the UK. I'm sure elsewhere, but those are the situations that I know about and that are like, well, important to me and important to a lot of other people. So yeah, there's a few resources. I posted something the other night on my Facebook where you can go to write your MP or sign a petition, because we need to make sure that these places keep their doors open.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a hard time for musicians, and especially all those kind of venues that are that musicians need to survive are really struggling right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. How's things over there? Like aside for the venues opening up, I honestly have no idea what the whole COVID situation is in the UK. What are things like going on over there?
I don't leave the house much. So, luckily, we're very lucky to be here in the country where we haven't been personally impacted too much. Like, obviously, I have no gigs, which sucks. My fiance's on furlough. So, but we've been really lucky considering. It's a very controversial topic how, places were opening up. We have the third highest death count in the world in the UK. So, that's been great. But yeah, personally, I won't be rushing out to a pub or a restaurant on July 4th when they reopen.
Right. And are they fully reopening on July 4th, or are they like partially reopening?
So because I know in Toronto it's like, or in the GTA, it's patios that are open. As far as I know, it's just kind of like pubs and bars are open, but no performances allowed. But it's not until maybe a week or two after that the hairdresser is finally open. And oh my God, I tell you, that is what I am missing the most. Like, if anybody didn't realize, I'm not a natural blonde.
That's funny. I had short hair at the start of this quarantine.
No.
Not actual.
Yeah, it's been strange, but that if my biggest worry is my hair dye, then I'm doing all right.
Right? Yeah. Could be bigger problems.
Yeah.
Crazy. And do you feel that this whole situation is going to have affected your music and kind of like it's clearly affected everybody's career, just because there's a little pause in it, but your songwriting and just kind of mentality for music, do you think this is going to change things at all?
Actually, the good thing about this downtime or the time that we haven't been able to go out is that I've spent a lot of time improving my home studio setup and
Nice.
getting a lot more comfortable with using like production software, recording myself more, just becoming way more self-sufficient because I can't, hire, like get someone to come do it for me. So that's been a really good thing. I've had some remote writing sessions, which are good. It's not the same. The ones that I've had have been productive, which is really cool. But I guess because I think going forward, probably people will be looking to work remotely quite a bit more. So it's just been adapting to like, what can I actually do to make some money if I can't just go play gigs?
Right.
You need to figure something out. But it's another big problem for songwriters and musicians because like people who rely on the royalty stream coming through when their songs are being played like by big artists at concerts, which are not happening. So it's like now we're feeling the impact, but even like 6 or 9 months from now, when those royalties normally would be coming in, people are really going to be like missing those royalties that should have been there. So
Right.
yeah, so it's there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is Christina saying? Here in Italy, different kinds of artists are fighting to find their rights recognized. Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. Well, it's just been like this way for a long time. Arts kind of goes undervalued in maybe the grand scheme of things when it comes to what gets financed and what is prioritized in schools. What would everybody be doing right now if it weren't for the arts, if it weren't for music and films and content that artists have created to keep you occupied during this time? So yeah, there just needs to be a little shift. Hopefully this will help.
Honestly, like I really thought it would, because like musicians are the people that is keeping the world going right now, and like in my opinion anyway, like that's what is still moving. I guess there's still like late night TV from their cell phones and everything, but like artists are the people, like musicians are the ones who have really kept things moving through this whole quarantine. Yeah, they did a study recently here about what people think is the most important, the most unimportant jobs, and artists was still dead last, which I really thought was going to change during all this.
Yeah, well, I guess one of the cool things is that we've seen key workers who maybe weren't considered to be such an important job before. It turns out actually they're the most important to like
True.
keep the country running. So like that's really great. I definitely think that artists deserve more credit when it comes to just generally helping with, I guess, what would the quality of life be like without our arts and entertainment? So yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hopefully. Nah, yeah. I'm hoping, like you said, by the end of this, there's gonna be a little bit of a switch in mindset.
Yeah.
And yeah, even like you said, the people, the people that we are paid the least a lot of the times in society are the people who have kept running. So I think that part, at the very least, people have woken up to a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. 2020, eh?
Right? Who saw this one coming?
Well, I feel like I have a good song to play next, actually. This is my cover that I just learned. I'm nervous, but...
Perfect. Okay, I'm excited to hear it.
Okay, so a little bit of Alanis Morissette in honor of, Canada. And I mentioned on Monday that I had tickets to go see her when she comes to London in September, which has been postponed, but I can wait. It's going to be fine. Doing her Jagged Little Pill anniversary tour. What an album. Sing along to this one, guys. I recommend getting your heart trampled on to anyone. Yeah. I recommend walking around naked in your living room. Swallow it down. What a jagged little pill. It feels so good swimming in your stomach. Wait until that I say yeah. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, biting off more than you can chew to anyone. I certainly do. I recommend putting your foot in your mouth at any time. Oh, feel free, throw it down. The caution blocks you from the wind. Hold it up to the race. You wait and see when the storm world clears. You live, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn. Wear it out the way a 3-year-old do. Melt it down. You're gonna have to eventually anyway. The fire trucks are coming up around the bend. You live, you learn, you love, you learn, you cry, you learn, you lose, you learn, you bleed, you learn, you scream, you learn, yeah, you grieve, you learn, you choke, you learn, you laugh, you learn, you choose, you learn, you pray, you learn, you ask, you learn, you live, you
Nice. That was an awesome rendition of that song.
What? Sorry, I missed the first bit.
Oh, so that was an awesome rendition of that song.
Thank you so much.
You said you just started learning that one today?
I started learning it like yesterday, and today I was like, oh God, should I do it?
Nice.
Should I do it?
I'm glad you did.
Thank you.
That's some good straight Canadian music there, you know?
Modern day classic, Jagged
Yeah.
Little Pill. Oh.
Yeah, let's talk about some Canadian music actually for a bit. Who are some of your favorite all-time Canadian artists?
Growing up, do you know Colin James? He's a blues artist.
Yeah, no
Okay,
problem.
I was like obsessed with him throughout high school. Actually, I ended up playing. Have you heard of the Andy Kim Christmas show?
I've been to the last 3 of them.
No way, in Burlington.
Yep.
I was at the one last year.
Oh, really? Yep. Yeah, I
Oh,
was there
that's
too.
crazy. That's crazy. I wasn't playing. But anyways, I ended up on the same stage as Colin James at the Andy Kim Christmas show when I was playing years ago in Toronto, which was wicked. Who else? Joni Mitchell. What can you know?
No explanation needed.
No. The band as well. I know they're not all Canadian, but heavily like
They count. They count.
Yeah,
for
they
sure.
totally count. So yeah, some of that classic Canadian old school stuff I love. Honestly, I listen to more like classic stuff than new stuff. So I'm drawing a bit of a blank as far as like modern stuff.
I saw in a past interview people talking about collaborations. You were talking about Jessie Reyes as one that you'd like to do.
Oh God, yeah, she's just amazing, isn't she? And she's just killing it.
Yeah.
With her artist career and her songwriting career, which is kind of what I would love to do myself. So yeah, that would be pretty sweet.
Nice. And what about who are some maybe local bands where you are that any of our Canadian viewers may not have heard of, but they definitely should hear?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, where to start? But basically it's like my friends who are awesome. So you've got Clara Bond, who you should definitely check out, amazing singer songwriter. Um, Anna Pancaldi is another wicked singer songwriter. She just released a track a couple weeks ago. This beautiful ballad. Now I'm nervous that I'm gonna like say some people and not others. There's a group called the Club Brothers who are good friends of mine, and man, they're some of the best singers I've ever heard. So yeah, check them all out.
Nice. Cool. And so I guess you said July 4th things are kind of starting to reopen. We're still the whole world's a while away from things getting back to normal. But what are some of the things you're most excited for when things do go back to normal?
I'm really excited to be able to get on a plane and come back to Canada.
Nice.
I'm excited. I think of course things will kind of go back to normal on the outside, but people's mindsets might take a bit longer.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to just feeling a bit more relaxed when I'm out. I'm of course looking forward to getting back on a stage and playing for an audience in person, and also we got engaged over lockdown, and I'm really looking forward to actually being able to plan a wedding and have a little celebration with people in person, and yeah, have a wedding one of these days.
What are these people you talk of? I don't even remember that at this
Right?
point.
I'm a bit nervous that when it actually gets to that moment, I'll just completely forget how to interact in the real world.
Bye. I mean, hello. I don't know anymore. You know.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Awesome. But how about music wise? You got the new album that you're working on right now.
Yeah. I'll probably call it an EP to be safe.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna release a new song at the end of the summer. So look out for that. I'm hoping that will be everyone's like because I know end of summer is like a really difficult time in Canada, just emotionally, because you know it's coming.
Yep.
Winter is coming, and it's emotional. And so I wrote this song that's going to come out around that time when hopefully people need it. And then hopefully, yeah, just after that, I'm going to come out with a couple more songs and put that together in an EP. So it's hard to say now where I'll be playing, if I'll be playing it live. Might just be a bunch more things like this.
Yeah. We'll see where the world is at that point, eh?
Yeah, that's it. We just don't know. So we'll just make the most of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, I've got one more song.
One more song left? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's get into that, and then we'll wrap things up. So I guess if anybody has questions, this is almost your last chance. So get them in there.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just gonna. Thank you so much, guys. I'm just looking at my Facebook ones.
Yeah.
Hello, Steve. Oh, the team in Devon. We used to live in a place called Devon here in England, which is about 3 hours away, and just made some amazing friends.
Nice.
So they're tuning in, which is really cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well,
Okay.
I'm excited to hear this last one.
So my mom requested this, my live stream on Monday. I didn't see it, so I didn't do it. I'm gonna do it now. We've had a heat wave over here in England the last few days, and it's really felt like summer. Benjamin, thank you so much. And I wrote this next song about summertime in Montreal specifically, where I used to spend a lot of time performing years ago now. And this can just be our motto, I guess, for 2020. C'est la vie. Saw you today, and I know you saw me in our old cafe up on Rue Saint Denis, smoking the same Lucky Strike cigarettes. It ain't easy to quit. You watch me order my cafe au lait, then like before let me walk away. How many chances are we gonna get in this game of roulette? Days like today, everything changes, goes up in flames in the summer heat. Days like today, nothing is shameless, we're totally blameless. If it's meant to be, c'est la vie. I'm dreaming, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe at home someone's calling you baby. Simplest things are so hard to admit. You try and you try and you try, but you just can't forget. Days like today, everything changes, goes up in flames in the summer heat. Days like today, nothing is shameless, we're totally blameless. If it's meant to be, say la vie. Oh, say la vie. Uptown, downtown, everybody's saying it. Uptown, downtown, everybody's saying it. Uptown, downtown, everybody's saying it. You try and you try and you try, but you just can't forget. Days like today, everything changes, goes up in flames in the summer heat. Days like today, nothing is shameless, we're totally blameless. If it's meant to be, oh, say la vie. Oh, say la vie. Days like today, nothing is shameless, we're totally blameless. If it's meant to be, say la vie.
Oh, wonderful.
Thank you. Oh, the sound of applause. Ha.
Right? I know it's weird. Like sometimes I think I should clap between every one, but that's but I know how weird it is, like sitting there and there's just like silence at the end of their song, right?
That's okay. I'll be well prepared when I actually get back on to some gigs.
Yeah, that's funny. Playing without a huge applause afterwards, if that ever doesn't happen, people are gonna be like, yeah, that's the normal now, you know? That's yeah, no, it's I'm sure you and many other artists, the second you can get back on a stage and hear that real applause and all that noise and all that energy coming back is gonna be a wonderful evening.
It'll be nice. Yeah, that's it. Like you said, the energy that you just can't replace with a screen. I'm really looking forward to that. So I'm getting lots of virtual applause on the Facebook page. So thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Aw.
Yeah. Big thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you, Melissa, for coming on. This has been great. The only last thing I'm going to ask you about before we get out of here, I've got a clip from your video. Big Boys Don't Cry.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us a little bit about that? That's our outro clip for the day here.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, well that thank you for having me, by the way. This is really fun. I didn't realize that we could even do this kind of interview over Facebook Live or YouTube Live or whatever. So thank you so much. And thank you for your well-informed questions. And, I appreciate it.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, this was great. And I got to do this in the middle of the afternoon. We're normally a lot later, so this was a fun one for me.
Nice. So you're like off for the night now. That's cool.
Yeah.
So Big Boys Don't Cry. Yeah, that was one that I wrote when I was in LA. Yeah, with Justin Gray and Ryan Cabrera, just like total writing dream team. And it's just kind of like it's a fun song. It's upbeat. It's ironic in like, of course, big boys should cry. Of course, everybody should show their emotions. And the idea of the song is actually that's what was wrong with that particular situation, is that the person I'm singing to wouldn't show their emotions, wouldn't let it come out. And so we did this video for it back in Devon in Exeter, and it was totally like guerrilla style shooting, just a bunch of my friends and I helping me out, like literally pulling people off the streets for the scene where guys are hand me a balloon. It's just my friend just was like, "Oh, will you be in this video?" I think she may have known it, but yeah, it was. I'm really pleased with how that video turned out. It's really a lot of fun.
Nice. Cool. Yeah, so we're gonna show a little clip. If you guys want to see the whole thing, you got to head over to the YouTube page. What's the best place to find all your stuff? Everything's just under Melissa Bell Music, right?
Pretty much, yeah. If you guys want to follow me on Spotify, that will be huge. That's always really helpful, especially when I come out with new music. It just helps show Spotify that people are interested, and hopefully I can get on one of the bigger playlist, which just helps everything. So yeah, that would be really cool.
Nice. Okay, so yeah, go follow her Spotify. Other than that, thank you, Melissa. Thank you everybody for watching. This has been a lot of fun, and we'll be back for another one at some point.
Cool. Yeah, thank you so much, Jesse.
Nice.
Take care.
Cool. You too. And now we are going into the video. Bye, everybody.
To the curb until I kick you out my life. Go on and cry. It's way too late to apologize. Don't even try. You always said that big boys don't cry. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. Big boys don't cry. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. Try not to cry. Big boys don't cry. You wanted my love. You said you'd prove